There's a concept in organizational research called the bad apple effect. And what it means is that one person really does have a lot of power over the rest of the people on the team, whether it's toxic behavior, complaining, rolling of the eyes, low effort. Those matter. There's research that's been done that really says about 30 to 40% of team performance can decrease if you've got one bad apple. And here's how I deal with those sort of bad apples, because I don't want to let that behavior spread. I don't want it to become a ripple effect. What I do is I talk to them about pattern, standard, and resetting. And what I mean by that is I really start to know, if I start to notice a pattern where they're complaining, or maybe they're rolling their eyes, or they're like, I'm not doing it, I have a conversation about that. And here's how I phrase it. I say to them, hey, I've noticed in the last couple of meetings, you've had X. It's not about the person or the personality, it's about what they're actually doing. Like, I noticed this happening. Could you talk a little bit more about that? That's the pattern. The second thing is I reset the standard. So what I say is I'll say, well, on this team, I really need people who are this. I really need to see, no rolling of the eyes. What I really would hope to see is that we're not complaining at the beginning of the meeting. And finally, so we've got the pattern, we've got the standard. And third, I want us to create a decision point or a fork in the road, almost as if it was a decision tree. Here's what the team needs. Do you think you can do that? Here's what the team needs. What do you think about that? And I don't go to the, you need to do this or you need to do that. It's more like, hey, this is what I need to see on our team. Do you think you could do that? When you think about how this affects other people on the team, those bad apples are really resetting sort of the expectation or the standard of the team. When left unaddressed, if you see them regularly, right, this isn't a one-time occurrence, but when they're left unaddressed, these behaviors basically give an indicator to the other parts of the team, like, you don't have to work as hard. You can just be like me. Bad behavior is just fine. And that's really like the worst thing that we could do. Every leader who is not having these conversations is really letting their bad apple erode the culture of a team. A really good leader is actually thinking about, if I see a pattern of behavior, I want to make a change. Ultimately, it's our job as leaders to create good ripple effect. And by getting rid of those bad apples or the bad apple behavior, we're doing just that.